everyone, Katie Petite, KatiePetiteDesigns.com, and I forgot to show you the rub-ons for the new collections that I have out with 49 and Market. So I'm here to show you all the new rub-ons, starting with the Crafty Garden. So there are 3 packs with the Crafty Garden collection. We have Crafty Garden Botanical, we have Crafty Garden Blendable, and people have asked me, what does blendable mean? Blendable is a term I've been using in digital forever and a day, but it works. It also translates to paper. So it means that like the edges are soft and they fade in opacity so that they blend more seamlessly into your papers and photos and craft projects. Okay, and then we have the Crafty Garden Essentials. So we've got 3 packs of 6x12 rub-ons, each with 3 sheets. So I will start by showing you all of the ones in the Crafty Garden Botanical. And on the back side is a lovely collage of a number of the images in here. So we've got our cover sheet. Then we've got some botanicals. Some are splashed vintage botanicals. Some I have drawn and painted. So there's a mix and variety, a variety of palettes. And then we have a sheet of all insects. So we've got dragonflies and butterflies and moths and bees, all to coordinate perfect in a variety of sizes. And then we have some leaves, all painted and hand-drawn and splashed, ready for all your projects in blues and greens. So that is the botanical set. We'll set that one to the side. And we've got the blendable pack. So you can see on the back, a collage of many of the rub-ons in here. And we'll go through them. So first up are clusters of botanicals. So I've taken a bunch of vintage botanicals and mixed them up with paint and ephemera to make your blending really seamless. These really make lovely cards and journal pages, and the butterflies and dragonfly cluster. And then we have just a texture, kind of like in some of the collections I've done a color splash, and this emulates kind of the color splash, but some with some text, some gingham, all splashy in the colors of the collection. And then the last sheet, again, is like color splash, and it's some painted ephemera and lace and ledgers. So great accents to help build your collages and projects. I look forward to seeing how everyone is going to be using these. Remember, if you use any of these, you're on social, please feel free to tag me. I love seeing what everyone is doing. All right, the last pack is the Crafty Garden Essentials rub-ons. So when I call them essentials, I feel like everyone needs words and definitions and grids and accents. So we've got our sentiment sheet with a variety of sentiments and then some longer quotes that I did in a typewriter style. There's also some bits of small stitching and some hand-drawn butterflies. The next sheet is, I call it Defining Grunge, some painted and blendy vintage dictionary words mixed with some engravings and splashes. And lastly is a page of grids, watery circular grids and ledger grids, painted in the colors of the collection so that it helps give a nice accent. I like to take these as my base and build up from there, and they help show movement in your pages, and they help draw your eye to certain parts of your projects. So really think about that when you're using them, and or if you're stuck on how to use them, try to think about that and see if that helps you find a good place for them in your projects. So that concludes the rub-ons. Sorry about leaving them out to begin with, but soak them up, grab them up, and add them to your stash because you're gonna love these. Thank you. So let me show you the new rub-ons that are coming out, and I'm gonna start with Color Swatch Okra. So you can see on the back here, the packaging. I've been using this in some of my journals. Really fun to see it all collaged together. Pull out the sheets. So again, Color Swatch Okra. We have got a Botanical sheet with some palettes and a little caterpillar and some moths and butterflies. More botanicals, palettes, and butterflies. Lay them all out here so you can see. And then the last sheet has sentiments, text splashes, some really fun borders, and some ledger grid splashes. And that, my friends, is the not to be forgotten Color Swatch Okra rub-ons. Alrighty, snatch them up and enjoy. And if you make something with them, tag me. I'd love to see what you're making.